Welcome. This is a two-part Shabbat song. So we're going to learn each part one at a time, and then if we're feeling a little bit daring, you can just try sticking to the one part while the rest of us sing the other part. And if you're not feeling daring, just sing whatever I'm singing. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Try that again. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Here's the second part. Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Let's do that one more time. Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. From the top, I'm just going to sing everything all the way through. But anytime you decide you want to hang out on your part, just hang out on your part. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, umevorach. Shabbat Shalom. lovely. Thank you for trying that out. It sounded beautiful, beautiful. A word about where we are in Torah in our cycle, and then a poem. So we've been in Genesis, as you no doubt know, the beginning of our story as we come to it round and round every year. And it just so happens that in our parsha for this week, Vayishlach, we find the first quoted prayer in Torah. We're going to hear that quote later on in the service. But for now, I just wanted to say that this Torah portion that we're going to explore has something to do with our name, Yisrael, which I have often taught here is God wrestler, if you translate it one way. Yisra means to strive with, and El is God. And so we are named after God wrestlers. We ourselves are God wrestlers. What does it mean? It means if you don't know what God is or necessarily know what you believe, that's okay. You're home here, because that's what we do. We're wrestling with those ideas. However, there's a second meaning to the name that is bestowed to Jacob in this parsha, and that comes from the root word sar, which means prince. And we're going to explore that a little bit later on and learn why was he named prince? Why are we descended from royalty, as it were, from the story? So for now, I want us just to simply pay attention to how often and in what ways is shalom, peace, or someone translated wholeness, brought to our attention as we work our way, daven our way, pray our way through the service. How many times do we notice this word shalom, and what does it point us toward? So that is our inquiry for the evening. And this is a poem which comes to us from Beit Tefillah Yisraeli, which is a Tel Aviv prayer community. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace, following a tumultuous week filled with so many demands. Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams. Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator. Blessed is your light. We continue in our blue handouts with Yedid Nefesh. With Yedid Nefesh. Yedid Nefesh, Abarachaman, Mishoch Abdecha, El Ritzonecha, Yarutz Abdecha. la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la. Lechu neradena l'Adonai, naria letzuri sheinu, nikadma fanav b'toda, b'smirot naria lo. Arbaim shana akut bedor, v'yom aram toeh levaveh, v'hem lo yadu dirachai, asher nishbati v'api, im yivon el menuchati. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai. Wait, forgive me, I think I'm playing the wrong melody. I am playing the wrong melody. Forgive me, it happens. What are you gonna do? Okay. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, Hoshia lo yemino, uzroa kodesho, Hodia Adonai Yeshuato, l'nei hagoyim gilat tzidkato, Zachar chasdo ve'emunato, lebeit Yisrael. La 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 la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 na 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 na. Oh, dia Adonai Yeshuato, l'nei hagoyim gilat tzidkato, Zachar chasdo ve'emunato, lebeit Yisrael. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, ariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, iram hayam u'ma'or, tevel v'yoshveva. Nerarot imcha uchav yachad arim yiranenu, lifnei Adonai kiva lishpor haaretz, yishpor tevel b'tzedek ve'amim b'mesharim. damo vashavalom. So we're thinking about shalom as a theme in tonight's service and what it means. We commonly associate it with peace between nations, with peace between neighbors. It also, however, is, as we know, a concept that applies to ourselves, peace within. And associated with this word shalom is also the word wholeness. Almost like coming into a sense of integrity with who we are and what we believe in. What gets in the way of that sometimes? I don't know, whatever it is. We all have things that trip us up, and they're all different for each of us. Ana B'Koach is a prayer that was developed by Jewish mystics as a kind of unknotting prayer. Or a de-knotting prayer, a K-N-O-T, the things that knot us up, the things that trip us up. This is a prayer that is designed to loosen those strands, help us undo them, lay them flat, smooth them out. So I like to go into this process, this prayer, by doing a little bit of physical grounding ourselves. So if it's comfortable for you to try this out, put your feet flat on the ground and sit straight in your seat, not overly straight, but not slouched either. If that is a posture that is accessible to you, and if not, aim toward that posture which feels the most fluid to you. And I'm going to invite you to take a long, slow breath in, and then very, very importantly, to let it out even more slowly. As you're engaging in these long, slow exhales, I want you to pair that with an intentional relaxing of various muscles. As you breathe in, let your attention go to a particular muscle that's very tense at this moment. Perhaps a shoulder, perhaps your neck, perhaps somewhere in your back, perhaps somewhere in your face, your eyebrows, scalp, jaw. And on every exhale, a long, slow exhale, see if you can intentionally bring a little bit of relaxation to that very area that is calling for your attention. Even if it's just 1% more relaxed. Really take in this sense of relaxation. Observe how it feels throughout your body, throughout your neshama. How does it feel to be granted this little bit of relaxation? And as you're feeling your way through that, the tension that you're able to perceive in your muscles and the relaxation you're bringing to them, pair that with the way you imagine your soul is feeling right now. This is work that makes use of our imagination. Pair that with how you're feeling in your soul. And allow this prayer, whether you sing it or allow it to wash over you, allow this prayer to soothe and smooth out those knotted places and bring your soul some measure of relaxation. Ana bechoach gedulat yamincha tatir tzirura yaelalala kabel rinat amcha sagvinu tahareinu nora yaelalala. Source of mercy, with loving strength, untie our tangles, raise us up, oh hear our heart's cries, accept our heart's song, Shabbatenu kabel ushmat tza'akatenu Yodea talumot Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Dodi likrat kalam b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha Dodi likrat kalam b'nei Shabbat nikabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmiyanu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet melit lila le'echad Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela le'echad Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mikor haberacha mirosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila le'echad Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela le'echad Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela idoreri kiva orech kumi ori uri shir daveri kivod Adonai alayach nikla le'echad Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela le'echad Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela, boi v'shalom, ateret ba'ala, gam b'simcha u'v'tzola, toch emunei, am segula, boi chala, lichat dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela, lichat dodi, likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Tzadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, 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 ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, yizge. Tzadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, yifrach, tzadik katamar yifrach, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, ki eres balvanon yizge, yizge. Please rise for the Baruch Hu, the prayer of entering into communal prayer. And as we prepare to enter into communal prayer, I'd like to invite you all just to take a moment and say hello to your davening neighbor. Just introduce yourself, say Shabbat Shalom. And we rise and face east for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach leolam va'ed. You may be seated. Sacred words, even the evenings. Wisdom opens gates locked around our hearts. Asher bidvaro mariva ravim. B'chokhma poteach she'arim. Evening the frayed edges of our lives, ma'arim, aravim, amen. Understanding alters with the times, changing seasons, cycles divine. Uvidvona meshaneitim, umachalif et tazmanim. Evening the frayed edges of our lives, Maharim, Aravim, Amen. Spirit of the night, we bless your name. Eternal light, eternal flame, El Chai v'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu, Leolam Va'ed. Evening the frayed edges of our lives, Ma'ariv, Aravim, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. נור מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Here we see peace paired with life itself in this prayer, because it is a prayer that invokes God who tucks us into bed at night and helps us wake up alive. And so for anybody in the world tonight who needs this prayer, I invite you to bring them into your heart, that they might wake up to life and to peace, l'chaim u'l'shalom. Ushmor tzedenu uvoenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam me'ata ve'ad olam me'ata Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata ve'ad olam. Ushmor tzedenu uvoenu l'chayim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam, me'ata Ve'ata ve'ad olam. Adonai, Abores Shalom Aleinu, Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim. V'shavru b'nei Yisrael Shabbat la'asor Shabbat l'dorot Amrirulam beini u'bein b'nei Yisrael Odhi le'olam ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'yom ha'shvi'i Shabbat v'yinafesh. Yikadav Yikadash Shemei Rabbah. Oh my gosh. Shemei Rabbah, Ve'amad Yirachirotei Ve'amlich Malchutei, B'chayechon u'vyomechon, Uv'chayei decho Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach, Le'olam me'almaya yitparach, Yiparach v'yishtabach, Yipar v'yitroma v'yinaseh, V'yidadar v'yitaleh v'yidalah, Shemei dekudusha b'richu, Le'elam im kol b'chata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiram b'alma v'yimeru. Let's rise for the Amidah. We have some kavanot, some guidance in the handouts, but if you prefer, you can also pray the Amidah, the more traditional version, pages 47 to 52 of our handout. And tonight we will come out with Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol shalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol shalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Yeah. Give us peace. Tasim Leolam. Give us into a state of wholeness. I wanted to pick up the threads that I opened today's service with around Parshat Vayishlach, which is the parsha where Jacob is about to see his brother Esau after 2 years away, and he's pretty scared. This is the first quoted prayer in Torah, so I thought I would quote it to you, and I invite you to listen for how much do your prayers ever sound like this, and how much don't they? What do you hear that you can relate to, and what do you hear that you can't? Jacob prayed, O God of my father Abraham and God of my father Isaac, you yourself told me, return to the land where you were born, and I will make things go well with you. I am unworthy of all the kindness and faith that you have shown me. When I left home, I crossed the Jordan with only my staff, and now I have enough for 2 camps. Rescue me, I pray, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. I am afraid of him, for he can come and kill us all, mothers and children alike. You once said, I will make things go well with you and make your descendants like the sand grains of the sea, which are too numerous to count. That's where the prayer ends. And the very next thing he does is, it's as if the thought occurs to him of what he needs to do. Now, why is he scared of his brother? Context. He's scared of his brother because last time they were in proximity to each other, when they both lived with their parents, he stole the birthright right out from under Esau, for I believe a bowl of red lentil stew. All right, and Esau was unhappy about it, and Jacob fled. So this is the night before he is about to see his brother again for the first time, and pretty scared. So that was his prayer, and then it just seems to stop, and the very next thing that happens is Jacob collects an entire tribute for his brother, consisting of goats and sheep. Ewes and rams are sheep, right? They are. Yes, thank you. Okay. And sheep and cows and donkeys, a whole lot of stuff. He's thinking maybe I can appease this brother of mine, and by the time I get to him, he won't kill me, as I fully expect him to do. In his prayer, we find a few things. Length. It's emotional. He admits vulnerability. He feels scared, and he's unsure of what happens next, and that's present in his prayer. And then when it stops, he seems to realize what his plan of action is next. In some ways, I feel like the ideal prayer is the prayer that guides us to know what the next action is. That very night, he then wrestles with an angel, a man who grips him, binds him, arm and leg. The way the text reads, you almost get a sense of this being an echo of the very binding of his father, Isaac, who his grandfather Abraham bound and put on the altar, ready to serve up to God as a sacrifice. So here he is wrestling with perhaps not just his personal fear, but he's wrestling with an intergenerational issue, something that's still alive very much for him. All night long they wrestle, he and this angel, this man who binds him arm and leg. And as the sun is dawning, the stranger sees he's not able to defeat Jacob. And so, before they part, this angel, this man, gives Jacob a new name. As we know, the name is Yisrael, based on the root sar, which means prince. There is something princely in being able to stand your ground despite fears, or perhaps being willing to stand your ground despite not knowing what happens next. And just be in that wrestling place, even if you are bound, arm and leg, and don't know that you will survive. There's something in his survival itself that's a lesson for all of us. Something that tells us we can do this too. Aviva Zornberg talks about how what ultimately his prayer is for the purpose of striving for a sense of peace, for a sense of wholeness. That is his prayer and his longing, peace and wholeness. And the path to getting it isn't an easy one, and it isn't one where he had any assurance of the future. You'll remember in his prayer, he reminded that God, you promised you were going to make everything okay, but then he leaves it because he doesn't know. He just doesn't know. So that's part of it too. As our prayers all aim for a sense of peace and a sense of wholeness, we know that it's going to require us to sit in a difficult place and do our own wrestling. And hopefully, just as Jacob acquires a new name as a result, and the name of a prince, so too might we emerge touched, changed, but with a new name that allows us to walk a little bit higher in the world. Shabbat Shalom. Let's rise as we're able and simply say this Aleinu prayer as a poem, an alternative Aleinu. Please join with me. It is up to us to hallow creation, to respond to life with the fullness of our lives. It is up to us to meet the world, to embrace the whole even as we wrestle with its parts. It is up to us to repair the world and to bind our lives to the truth. Therefore, we bend the knee and we shake off the stiffness that keeps us from the subtle graces of life and the supple gestures of love. With reverence and thanksgiving, we accept our destiny and set for ourselves the task of redemption. Please be seated. The yard sites that we are observing today include Barbara Altman, Gertrude Altman, Reuben Bergman, Meyer Norman Berman, Iris Bernstein, Fred Brown, Fanny Epstein, Beatrice Feldman, Rabbi Abraham Feldman, Rose Friedman, Stacy Gerber, Henry Gessner, Otto Graf, Max Grossman, Samuel Hirschman, Isabella Candice-Bratt, Florence Kirshen, Joyce Kuczynski, Sophie Lieber, Sharon Temple Lieberman, Irving Panish, Joseph Portnoff, Elsa Rebner, Harry Rice, Gwendolyn Shearer, Rosa Schindler, Herman Schoam, Jenny Schill, Ralph Silver, Samuel Singer, Carol Steinberg, Emilio Suarez, Claire Schwartz, Irving Tobes, Leah Tobes, Dora Vinier, Ben Waxer, Dove Weitzman, and Dr. Leslie Morton Werble. We're also saying the Kaddish for Carol Millett, Alan Lowe, Hank Sider, David Ball, Evelyn Newhouse, Eileen Zeff, Harriet Goldberg, Lillian Blair, Cyril Moscow, Rachel Layden, Yaffa Dermer, Mel Levitsky, Mark Chesler, Shulamit Kane, Dick Benedict, Edgar Amadeo, Carasano Farfan, Harriet Garden, Cherie Ann Poole Bates, Daniel Shlomo Gabison, Annette Steinborn, Albert Nadler, Corinne Baker, Dan Kluger. I would like to invite those who are saying Mourner's Kaddish at this time to please rise and join with me. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, B'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei, B'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, B'agala v'zman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam ul'olmei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnoseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal shemei d'kudesha berechu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. May their memories be for a blessing. This is normally where we make some announcements. Is there anyone here who is planning on saying announcements? All right, in that case, we won't have any. I would like to say I am going to be back here leading the next Aura of Shabbat. It's just a funny name, it makes me laugh. Service on Friday night, December 26th, I think that's right. But that service is going to begin not at 6 o'clock, but at 5 o'clock. So show up at 5 if you are able. That new time is gonna remain with us until the days get longer again. We've had the request, some people find it hard to drive at night and, Hello, Jerry. I thought we were gonna get away with no announcements tonight, but I see I'm wrong. Do you want to say any announcements?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, your timing is
good. We are changing the start time for Shabbat services on Friday nights, effective 2 weeks from today. So next week we'll begin at 6, the week after that, and the week after one.
Okay. Oh, so that's all Friday night services, not just the Aura of Shabbat.
All Friday night services until we resume daylight saving in March. So the plan is to begin at 5 when it's getting dark really early.
Yeah.
But we won't be doing that next week. We start on whatever date that is, the 19th, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. We're going to go out with a little bit of sparkle to reminiscent of Shabbat around the table or with children or whatever your association. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Good Shabbos, everyone. See you in a few weeks.